Hi everyone. Let us discuss today the uh, stability constant determining methods, in which we are starting with pH metric method. It could be also called as potentiometric method, and Bjerrum described this method. So far it is also called as Bjerrum method. Right. Here to discuss the step by stability constant determination, it has to be linked, right? The method should be linked with the describing or derivation of the stability constant value, stability constant k, right? So how can we relate the pH value with uh, stability constant value, right? This I have to express initially. I will give you the hint here initially, where the ligand nature we have to be know initially, right? The ligands, we can also consider them as a partial, uh, or we can say that weak acids. We can consider them as an weak acids, right? Why? Because certain ligands may consist some protons, right? They may be protonated sites. The ligands may be protonated sites, such as you can consider acetic acid is a ligand, and salicylic acid is a ligand, right? So such acids also can behave the ligational character, can have the ligand nature, right? So in this case, right, when such ligands, when we consider, I would like to consider salicylic acid. This particular salicylic acid reacting with metal ion, while it is forming the complex, it liberates the proton site. It liberates the proton. So it means that in complexation, before complexation, this particular combination will have certain pH value, right? It would be a basic side, right? Basic in nature, but after getting complexation and liberating proton will become acidic in nature, and its pH will be get decreases. So which means, right, when a ligand, when it is combining with or complexing with metal, will decreases its pH value, right? Its pH value will be decreases because it liberating the proton, right? When it is proton liberates, the solution medium will be become acidic, and its pH value will be get decreases, right? Certainly, if we consider that non-protonated ligands, right, such as ammonia, right? And thus ammonia may not be carry any proton, no? So when we consider such ligands, even thus case also we can observe the decrease in pH, while the non-protonated ligands combining with metal to results a complex will also decrease the pH value, right, after getting complexed. This decrease, right, if we consider the ammonia reacting with metal, right, what happens in this complexation, right? The amount of ammonia what we can have, the amount of ammonia can be reduced from here to here after slight complexation. The amount of ammonia in before reaction or before complexation and after complexation, if we see the amount of ammonia or concentration of ammonia get changed or get lowered, right? The lowering of concentration of ammonia or amount of ammonia will result in decrease in pH value, isn't it? Right? When there is ammonia is higher in quantity, concentration is larger, its pH value is in basic region, right? It may be around 9 to 10, right, in pH value. But after getting in complication, the ammonia may not be exhibit complexed ammonia may not be exhibit its basicity, right? So the decrease amount of, right, free ammonia amount will be decreased, its concentration will be decreased when it is combined with metal. whatever the left ammonia will be there, its concentration will be get lower, right? So where the pH value get decreased. Like this in complexion, after all, in overall, I can say that, or we can say that the complexation reaction, right, with ligand side will affects the pH, and thus effect is going to decrease the pH value. So in a metal ligand complexation, if the pH is getting decreased, nothing but the complexation is taking place. How effectively decrease it is taking place can be proportional to the formation of the complex, right? When the complex formation is larger amount, the pH value will be decrease in pH value will be larger. When the complexation is slightly or shorter, the amount of complexation also be very small in value, right? Smaller in amount, right? So that's how the when the amount of complexation is lower or higher, which can be interrelated with the stability constant value, isn't it? The stability constant can be directly related to the concentration of product metal complex, right? Concentration of product metal complex can be directly proportional to the stability constant. So when complexation is increases, the stability constant will increases, right? So when the pH is largely dropping, nothing but that effectively concentration of metal complex is largely forms, and its proportional stability constant will be larger. When pH value is slightly shorter, slightly changing before complexation, after complexation, the pH is slightly dropped, which indicating that slight amount of complexation is product of complex is formed, which can be reflect the smaller stepwise smaller stability constant value, right? So like that, the pH can be related to the stability constant, right? So now with this reason, the pH meter can be useful to derive the stability constant formula, right? So that's how we have considered we can interrelate the pH meter with stability constant. So here we will take the ligand, right, reacting with proton, right, and thus protonated in this proton, metal to ligand proton, it forms a protonated ligand site. Protonated ligand site it forms, and thus in an equilibrium it will be happens, where the association stability constant Ka can be equal to the protonated ligand complex concentration divided with a multiple product of ligand concentration into proton concentration. Thus the same ligand reacting with metal ion will forms a metal ligand complex and have stability constant and thus stability constant can be equal to the concentration of metal ligand complex concentration divided with a multiple product of metal ion concentration into ligand concentration, right? So here this type of reaction can be happen. So here when we consider a initial concentration of proton and initial concentration of ligand, initial concentration of metal, right, when we taken, right, and having reaction, after having the reaction of combination of ligand to proton, ligand to metal, right? So thus after the resulting initial proton concentration can be equal to the, right, can be equal to what, right, remained proton concentration and plus protonated ligand concentration, isn't it? If we have, right, if we are consider a CH concentration of proton in an protonation reaction with ligand, that could be equal to the concentration of remained proton concentration plus protonated ligand concentration, isn't it, right? Same to that, the initial concentration of ligand could be equal to the remain ligand concentration, isn't it? In this both case, the remain ligand will result, right? The completion may not be fully complete, the protonation of ligand may not be fully complete. So there remains some amount of ligands, right? So its concentration plus some amount of protonation it is happening, so its concentration, and plus some amount is in complexation. So the total ligand concentration can be equal to remained ligand concentration plus protonated ligand concentration plus metal complex concentration. Same to that, metal initial concentration can be equal to the remained metal ion concentration plus complexed metal concentration, right? Complex concentration, right? Like this we will have, this could be equation number 1, this is taken as 2, this is taken as 3, and 4, it would be 5, right? So to have the stability constant value, right, to have this stability constant value in known terms, right, to derive this stability constant formula, this should be equal to the known terms, right? Here the stability constant having equal to the concentration of metal ligand complex concentration. This may not be unknown to us initially, isn't it? How amount of metal complex is formed in this metal complex reaction, we don't know. And how amount of metal ion remains, we don't know. How amount of ligand concentration remain, we don't know. So all these unknown terms we have to convert into known terms. Then we will be have the derivation of, right, equation derivation for the stability constant, isn't it? So these terms has to be converted into known terms, right? For that we will be consider the initial concentrations equations, right? So now, right, so from the equation 1, right, from the equation 1 we can write, from the equation 1 we can write that the equation 1 is association constant Ka, capital Ka can be equal to the protonated ligand complex concentration divided with remain ligand concentration into proton concentration, right? So here I will convert this particular equation into equation as ligand concentration, right? Here association constant equation we have written, this will converting into ligand concentration, remain ligand concentration equation. It would be the remain ligand concentration will go for the equations other side, the denominator ligand concentration will become numerator, and Ka numerator will come into denominator. So it would have the equation of remained ligand concentration can be equal to protonated ligand complex concentration divided with association constant, right, in multiple with proton concentration, remain proton concentration, right? And from the equation number 3, right, this you consider as equation number 6, this particular thing you can consider as equation number 6. Now come to equation number 3. What we have equation number 3, initial or complete proton concentration can be equal to remain proton concentration plus complex protonated ligand complex concentration, right? So thus CH could be equal to remain proton concentration plus protonated ligand complex concentration. Here complete proton concentration we will be know, right? While we are starting the reaction, the acid concentration what actually we are taken we will be know, right? And the remain proton concentration can be known from the pH meter, right? While we are taking the pH meter in the complexation reaction, we will measure the pH. From the pH, we know that the pH can be minus logarithm of proton concentration. So by this pH value, we will have the concentration of proton, right? So the remain proton concentration can be calculated from the value of pH meter, right? There this is also known. So in these two are in this equation number 3, two things are known, the other, the protonated ligand complex concentration, is unknown to us. So known terms writing one side, unknown terms writing another side, will result that the protonated ligand complex concentration could be equal to the complete proton concentration minus remain proton concentration. This could be equation number 7, right? Substitute equation number 7 in equation number 6, right? In the 6, what we have? Remain ligand concentration equal to protonated ligand complex concentration divided with Ka, association stability constant, in multiple with proton concentration, right? Where remain ligand concentration equal to protonated ligand complex concentration divided with Ka into proton concentration. Here dropping the equation number 7, right? This could be equal to this, right? Total concentration of proton minus remain proton concentration divided with Ka into proton concentration, right? So here let's see what is here. The remain ligand concentration is now in the all known terms, can be equal to all known terms, right? Initial concentration of proton can be known to us, right? What we have taken, that is known, right? Remain proton concentration comes by pH metric meter, right? From the pH meter value will be come to know remain proton value, remain proton concentration, and Ka, association constant, will be a constant value, will be known to us, right? So here the remain ligand concentration now could be equal to all in known terms, right? So this is the one, equation number 8, right? So to have the stepwise stability constant, we have to know the all these three terms, in which now we got the remain ligand concentration in a known terms, right? This is what, right? Now we have to have these two, right? So take it consideration of equation number 4. In 4, total ligand concentration can be equal to remain ligand concentration plus protonated ligand concentration plus metal complex concentration. N. Alright. So here the remain ligand concentration can be comes from the equation number 6, which are having all known terms, and protonated ligand concentration is also gets in a known terms from the equation number 7, right? So substitute equation number 8 and 7 in equation number 4. This Cl can be equal to Ch minus, right, minus proton concentration divided with Ka into proton concentration, right? In place of L we are writing this one, right? Plus protonated ligand concentration, that could be Ch minus proton concentration plus metal ligand complex concentration, right? Metal ligand complex concentration, right? Here the initial concentration or total concentration of ligand what we are taken will be known to us, right? And all these terms are known to us, and these two terms also is known to us. Writing the known terms equation of unknown terms, right? So unknown term is metal complex concentration equal to right, what it happens, these are all has to be shifted into left side to right side. So Cl minus, it will become this particular term, right? Ch minus of proton concentration divided with Ka into proton concentration, right? And this whole thing, right, the plus of Ch when it going for the left to right becomes minus Ch, and the minus proton concentration when it go to left to right becomes plus proton concentration. So here now what we got that the second uh, term of stepwise stability constant unknown term we are converted into known term, right? Here complex concentration which is unknown to us is converted will having an known terms values, right? In an known terms values, right? Those are ligand concentration, initial ligand concentration, and initial proton concentration, remain proton concentration, association stability constant, right? And these are all, right, all are known terms, right? So like this we have this also, right? Now from the equation number 5, right, from the equation number 5 what we have, equation number 5 is complete metal concentration can be equal to remain metal concentration plus metal complex concentration, right? So equation, this is what this is a ninth equation, right? Here I have 9 8 na? This is 9. So 9 when we are substituting in the equation number 5, where the complete concentration of metal we know, right? Total concentration of metal is known, initial concentration of metal is known, and the metal complex concentration in known terms we are getting in from the equation number 9. When we substitute this here, right, these two will be become known in terms, the remained the metal concentration, remain metal complex metal concentration can be written in known terms, right? Substitute equation number 9 in equation number 5, where total metal complex concentration is equal to remain metal ion concentration plus metal complex concentration, where the remain metal ion concentration plus it equal to this all, right? Cl minus Ch minus H plus divided with Ka into H plus minus Ch plus proton concentration, right? Here the Cm is known to us and all these are known to us, the unknown is this one. So writing unknown term in a known term, right? Unknown to known term when we write, right, it remains that this all term will be goes the other side, where Cm minus becomes Cl plus Ch minus Ch minus proton concentration divided by Ka into proton concentration, and the minus term will become plus Ch and the plus term will become minus proton concentration. So now the remain proton concentration is equal to total metal concentration minus ligand concentration minus all these are all terms are known to us, right? Total metal concentration is known, total ligand concentration is known, total proton concentration is known, association constant is known to us, all these are known terms, right? So to have the stepwise stability constant, the three terms, right, remain proton remain metal ion concentration, remain ligand concentration, and complex concentration, we are converted into all in known terms, substituting 8 9 10 equation in the equation number 2, where it results of stability constant equation, right? Like this, right, like this we can uh, derive the equation of stability constant from the pH metric method, right? So now let us go for next derivation, stability constant derivation from the spectrophotometric method. Right, you got this all right, isn't it? This is very easy. Initially what we have to take is how can we interrelate the pH value with stability constant, right? So once we know that, right, the method will become optimum, right? Why we have to consider the method, pH metric method will be you come to know, right? So after that will we have certain equations, and simplification of all this equation here and there will gets you the stability constant equation, right? So initially we will going with ligand reacting with proton and its association stability constant we will have to take, and metal ligand complexation will result of stability constant equation, where here the unknown three terms has to be converted into known terms, right? For that the initial concentration of proton ligand metal is considered, right? And these equations of 1 2 1 3 4 5, right, here and there replacements and simplifications gets the equation number 8 9 10, which are the equations for the unknown ligand concentration, unknown metal concentration, remain metal concentration, and complex concentration, which are in known terms. When substituting thus in the equation number 2 will give you the stability constant equation, right? So now let us go for next topic, next method to derive the stability constant, that is spectrophotometric method. Spectrophotometric method, right? Again we have to know that how far we can relate the spectrophotometric meter or its calculating value with stability constant. Initially we have to know that, right? Then only we will come to know that the particular method can be useful in derivation of stability constant, right? So here we know that spectrophotometric method is a advanced method to the calorimeter method, right? And its spectrophotometric methods advanced method will be UV visible spectroscopy, right? UV spectroscopy, UV visible spectroscopy, right? So it is a moderate, right, moderate technique from the calorimeter to UV visible spectroscopy, right? Here actually what the instrument, how it is the instrument, right? Before going for how the instrument, right, I would like to express you how the pH meter, right? Initially I have to express the I have to give you this explanation, but I just forgot that. So here I will give you how the pH meter and how it is the laboratory experiment operated, how how it has, right? There we will use a pH meter. It would be a iron box with which has a knobs and a display of number which will displays the pH value, and thus could be connected to the electrode, connected to the electrode which is called as combined glass electrode, right? And thus combined glass electrode is dipped in a solvent which is in the beaker, right? It is the combined glass electrode is dipped in solvent which is where the beaker is having the solvent, right? In thus initially having a ligand, we can record the pH value, and thus for thus ligand, when you are adding the metal solution from the burette, when you're adding the metal solution, it would have complexes, it would be gets complexes, and initial pH value before adding the ligand, whatever it has the pH value, while we adding the metal solution, it would become decreases, right? It gets decreases. That's how uh, the instrument, what it would be in the practical, right? It would be a beaker, having beaker, glass electrode, and meter, pH meter, right? In the beaker, the solvent taken, ligand solution is taken, and in thus ligand solution beaker, combined glass electrode is dipped, and thus can be connected to the pH meter, and it would be have a burette filled with metal solution, and the metal solution, dropping metal solution, will changes the pH value or decreases the pH value, and thus pH change will reflect the complexation.